everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mia, and today is going to be a slightly different video, as you've probably seen by the title. I felt like I kind of had to make this video. I don't know, obviously this weekend everyone has probably heard the news about Caroline Flack, and I feel like the whole nation has been affected by it, honestly. And again, I apologise for not uploading on Sunday, but I felt wrong. Like I didn't feel right. Like the news was so fresh, and I just thought there's more like important things than me to be posting a YouTube video. I just thought it was a bit disrespectful. I mean, I don't even know the girl. Like, no, I don't know her nothing. But I thought it was disrespectful, so I do apologise for not posting on Sunday, but I did just do it out of plain respect. And I've been, honestly, I know this sounds probably stupid, but I've been actually like devastated this weekend. Like, it's just really hit me. I don't know why, honestly, but it's made me really sad, really like angry, because it makes me feel sick, honestly. Like when I heard the news, it was making me feel physically sick. I felt terrible. I was away at weekend in Southampton working, doing makeup and everything, and honestly on the Sunday my head sort of like went a little bit. I was just so distracted, I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's Tuesday today, but honestly it's just been there, like eating away at my brain, and I just feel like I need to get it off my chest, and I think this is the best way to do it. That way I'm getting it off my chest, and I'm also like sending a message. Basically, the message that I want sent is just be kind. I don't understand the negativity in the society that we live in to this day. I don't understand how these things are still happening. I don't understand when it became normal and okay to actually post nasty, horrible things to put a person down. I don't understand when that became a norm. It's not a norm, it shouldn't be a norm, but that's what it's become, because so many people do it. People think it's okay, but it's not. I don't understand, you know, and I'm not gonna be fake about it. We all do it. Every single one of us do it. No one can tell me that they have never called someone. Everyone's done it. I've done it. You've done it. Every single person's done it. No one can say they haven't. We've all thought to ourselves, oh God, she doesn't look good in that, or God, he's this. Okay, think it, but what makes you think it's okay to post that publicly about someone? But half of the people, in fact the majority of the people posting these horrible comments hid behind a screen. They know that they don't have to say it to the face. They're just intentionally trying to dig the way deeper to someone. Why would you do that? Half of the people do not have the courage to say this to people's faces. It happens and I'm not talking about Caroline, I'm not talking about any famous, I'm talking about everyone. This has happened to people in schools, children. This happens to children. Nasty people trying to push someone down until eventually they genuinely feel that they have to end their own life. I don't understand how someone has it in them to do that. It breaks my heart, like, that people are like that. I genuinely don't know how people think that is acceptable. And the thing that has really got to me this weekend, this is about Caroline and all of the other like Love Island people that have also been in the same situation, unfortunately, but just any famous person that this has happened to, blaming her on Love Island for one, or the TV show that they've been on. And honestly, do you know, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think Love Island has anything to do with it. It's the media and the press after they've come out, and I think that's the biggest reason. The media in this day and age is just horrific. It's a horrible place to be. I couldn't imagine being famous. I couldn't imagine what some of these people have been through. Stephanie Davis, she posted a very emotional video the other day that if you haven't watched, I would highly recommend watching on Instagram. And honestly, it was the realest video I've ever seen. And I kind of relate to her. However, she did know Caroline, but I'm just doing this to try and send a message to, I know I only have a small group of followers, but I feel the need to try and spread it as much as possible. So she posted that video and it just really got to me. She spoke from her heart, she spoke about her own experiences, and it's just horrible. The things that her herself had to go through when she was at her low point, the press, being outside a window. I don't understand how the newspapers get away with posting things that have no authenticity. I don't understand it. I don't understand the reasoning. I don't understand how people can allow this. I don't understand how there's no rules. There need to be rules, because it's ruining people's lives, it's taking people's lives, and it's a disgrace, honestly. It leaves me speechless, to be honest, that there's never been anything done to stop what's been going on for years. It's disgusting, it really is. I don't know what the world's coming to. I think it's disgraceful, and I think something needs to change. And obviously I can't do anything, me personally, but Stephanie Davis, who I mentioned just a minute ago, she is petitioning to try and stop this from happening ever again, which, you know, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but good on her for trying. If you'd like to be involved in helping, which I really think you should, you know, every little helps. I think you should head over to her Instagram, which I will link down in the description box, and in her bio of her Instagram there's a link to the website where she's getting all these votes and everything to help along, and hopefully it will try and bring a law where there has to be a certain authenticity to a story to be able to publish it, instead of just ruining people's lives and their careers. It needs to be done. It's needed to be done for I don't know how long, but I feel like this was the tip of the iceberg for a lot of people. I've not stopped seeing pictures of Caroline all weekend, and it breaks my heart. I don't know her, but I felt like crying. I really did. And it might sound pathetic and stupid, but I imagine how people like close to her were feeling at the time, and for that it leaves me speechless. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. It's making me feel a little bit sick, but I can't imagine what a family's going through right now. They must be distraught. I can only imagine what they're going through. And like I said, this video is not just about Caroline. It's about everyone that this has happened to. Social media needs sorting out. There needs to be more positivity. There needs to be rules this has happened to too many people, and it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the gender, it's happened to far too many people, and it's hard. It's just, I know I keep using the word heartbreaking, but it is. It really destroys me. You know, I know so many people that have been bullied in school and not enough happens. Not enough happens. When I was in school, I had a very rough stage of bullying myself, and nothing was done about it. We went to the headmaster, we went to head of year, nothing happened. Hence why now, once I came back from Spain, I said not a chance am I going back into school, because I don't support the system, I don't support how they deal with things. The system's gone to pot for me, and it really makes me upset that school's supposed to be a loving, safe place, and it's probably the place that so many people hate going. I used to, genuinely, I'd be petrified of going to school. Petrified. Because I'd think, God, what's coming today? I didn't know what was coming next. I didn't know what was going to happen today. I hated it. I hated going to school. And I don't think anyone should ever have to feel like that. You know, it got to the point, I used to take the bus to school. My dad used to drop me off at the bus station, and then I'd get there. It got to the point where I couldn't even deal with that anymore. My dad literally dropped me off right outside the gates and then picked me up straight outside the gates, because I couldn't deal with just that walk from the bus station to school. That's how bad it got, and nothing was done about it. Nothing. Which was just obviously not ideal. And Spain was a great break for me. It helped me when I was at my worst, so, you know, I'm forever grateful for that. But not everybody has that break, which is very unfortunate, and no one gets, I don't know many people that get the help that they do need and that they deserve. Things need to be done, and I can do that, you can't do that alone. I'm just hoping that if people start to think, I mean, imagine it was you. Imagine this was happening to you. Imagine that was your son or daughter that was happening to, and then put yourself in their position and just think about how you would feel then, because I can assure you you'd feel very differently. I think people just need to think before they write something. The amount of horrible comments I've seen already on Shauna from this year's Love Island, it's disgusting. It makes it. Why do people feel the need to have to comment nasty things on other people's posts? If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Like, what does it matter to you how that person looks? Or what you're doing is making them feel this big. That is horrible. You'll never know how horrible that is until someone does that to you. So if you can imagine how bad it feels, then it's 10 times worse when it actually does happen to you. And I think people need to just, I don't know what it's going to take for people to stop being nasty. I don't know what it's going to take, but I think we need to come together, all of us, and just overload with positivity. I think that's the only way. And do you know what? If we can't get a law for newspapers, the only way to shut it down is to shut them down. don't buy the magazines on the shelves. Don't be tempted to see a newspaper, see a headline and think, oh, because none of that, I can bet 99.9% of them things that you're reading in that newspaper or magazine is not real. Do not be tempted to buy it, because that is putting money in their pockets to then go out and publish more things about that person, to ruin their career, to ruin their life, potentially. Put them out of business. I think that's probably like the only way. And I think if there is no other way, that's what's going to have to happen. And, you know, it's not a nice thing because it'll make people lose jobs. But if someone wants a job like that, I don't know what to say, to be honest. Why they can't just post things nice about people. I mean, there's literally pages in magazines tearing down girls' bodies, talking about the cellulite on the legs, the fat rolls. Everyone has them. What makes them think that is okay? To post pictures of women in swimwear, slating them for their bodies. We all have insecurities, and they feel the need to break them down, to publish them to the world. If you can support that, then you're just as bad as them, basically. If you can read that and support that, you're basically just as bad as them, which really makes me sad. Because I don't think people do it intentionally. Because I think there is, you know, people put things in magazines, you know, good things as well, but the bad overshadows the good, unfortunately, in this case. And it's getting out of hand. I don't understand how newspaper places are actually allowed to post some of the things they do. But like I said, next time you go to buy a magazine or a newspaper, just think again. Think, do I need to support that industry? Do I need to support them people dragging other people down? Do I? Is it really worth me spending my money keeping them in business so that they can drag people down? Is it that entertaining to read things that probably aren't real? Please think about this. I think that's what we need to do. Just think before you do things. I think that's the problem with a lot of people these days. And don't get me wrong, no one's perfect, not me. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I've not committed these errors. But what I would like to say is, when I say no one's perfect, I mean no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. But when people are commenting these nasty things, they aren't mistakes. That's intentional hatred and hurt. You're trying to hurt someone. That's not classed as a mistake. I'm sorry, but it's not. If you do it once and you think, oh God, afterwards you think, I probably shouldn't have posted that, fair enough. But if you're constantly commenting on people's posts or just posting things on Twitter, that's not a mistake. That is intentional. What is the need, guys? It makes me feel really sad that people do this. And you know what? As this platform grows bigger, hopefully, I do hope my YouTube grows bigger. There's a lot of good aspects. I'm not dragging social media for social media. It's people on it. Because social media has its great sides as well. I'm not saying it doesn't, but like I say, it's overshadowed by the negativeness, which is very sad because, you know, people create careers off this. Like, I love doing YouTube, hence why I'm doing this video, to try and send a message to all of my followers. I don't have that many, but the people that are watching this, I just hope can jump along and help because I think it's worth it. And like I say, it does have its positives, which is the only good thing to it, because there is so much negativeness. The only thing I'm really sick of is people saying, oh, she knew what she'd signed up for. No one signs up for that. No one signs up to be under the public eye 24/7, picked at and scrutinised for every move. No one signs up for that. And it's not a norm. It's not. The problem is that through the years that has become, unfortunately, expected, because there's so many magazine companies. It's become like an expectation. Oh well, if you become famous, get ready to be in the public eye. Well, no one signs up for that. That is not what they sign up for. Famous people, they have a job. That's what they're there for. Yes, the fame might be nice, but it's not what it's all about. And I can assure you, no one signs up for that. And the way people are treated, it's just, I can't believe it's even come to this. And it's like, I know I prepared myself for coming on YouTube and growing and the negativity that comes with it, but I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to be wary of bullying and online trolls and negativity. I shouldn't have to, but this day and age, it's an expectation that you have to be aware of, and that's just the unfortunate case. But like I said, it shouldn't be like that. So I'm just hoping that this video has sent a message out to people to, you know, if you see something on social media, just think, no, don't comment, there's no need. What's the point? You might think it doesn't mean you have to write it or say it. I just think we need to think about that. Come on, overload with positivity. Don't let the negativity get us down. Don't let it ruin us as a society. Let's try and change it now instead of later, or change it now before this happens to another person. Whether it's today, tomorrow, in a few weeks, in a few months, it's going to happen. And we just need to come together as a society to try and change it, because it's becoming beyond ridiculous and it's just not on. So I'm just hoping that this video hasn't come across too strong, but strong enough. I'm not trying to drag anyone down, exactly. I needed to get this off my chest, and I needed to use my ability to spread it as far as I can. So this was my best shot, and I do hope people have watched this video. I think it was a necessity to post this. I'm not usually the type to post these type of videos, especially because I've got no one, like, this shouldn't mean anything to me, but it does. And when I feel passionate about something, I feel the need to share it, so that's why I'm here today. And, you know, I normally say at the end of my videos, I hope you've enjoyed this, but I mean, you probably haven't. I just hope you've learned from this, and I hope you can tag along with the rest of so many people to try and change this, because I truly hope it does. And I just hope we can overcome this and not let it happen to anyone else again. That's the goal, I think, for so many people. It's such a scare, so I think we just need to bring our positivity and kindness to the top and just come out stronger. Let's not let this happen to anyone else again. I just hope we can sort something out. I really hope Steph figures something out, and I hope her plan works. I genuinely do. So please, again, go check out the link in the description box. Head over to her Instagram and follow the link. I do believe that it could help. So, like I said, every little helps. But I would like to thank you all for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it, in the sense that you've learned something, and that you can become a part of the good society that we are going to hopefully become. And yeah, I do hope this video hasn't been too much. I've tried to calm myself down, but I do hope the messages come through, and I hope we can all move on from this eventually and become the people and the society that we once were. So yeah, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on. But like I said, it was something that I felt I needed to do. I had to do my part, so let's see if you can do yours. I'm going to just say one big thank you for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye guys.